Alright, we're back on the bikes again. I'm out with my buddy Allan, and we could be in for a potentially cold, wet trip today. But hang around, I'll let you know what we're doing. Alright, so we're out again for another ride. We're heading south again, this time with Allan along in tow. It's been about a month now since Allan and I have managed to get out on the bikes together. Too long. So we got the itch, and the forecast is not terribly favourable today. It's about 12 degrees at the moment, so it's pretty chilly. When we left anyway, it was 12 degrees. We're looking at a high of 15 today, which I know if you're watching from the UK or the US or something like that, you might be saying, ah, that's not cold. Well, for somebody who doesn't like the cold in Australia, it is bloody cold. But we've also got rain forecast today, which that's not looking too bad at the moment. I hope it holds off. It's not too much rain forecast, only a few millimetres. So fingers crossed we can dodge that. Because being wet and cold is not going to be a whole lot of fun. So I'm layered up today. I've got my thermals on. I've got a duck down puffer over the top of that. And I've got my dry rider on today, just in case we do encounter a bit of rain. And at the moment, I have to tell you, I'm absolutely cooking. So I'm eager to get out of the highway and get a bit of cool breeze going. But I've got another layer in my backpack just in case. So we're heading south today. You would have seen on the video that I just made that I did a ride down to a town called Allera and then across to another town called Leyburn and then back. We're going to be riding that same section of highway down to Allera again, so I won't film that. You've already just watched everything there is to see there. We're going to stop in at a little cafe at Allera, have a cup of tea, assess the weather situation, and sort of plan where we're going to go from there. We've got a couple of different ideas depending on the weather. I'm hoping the weather holds off, because if it does, the ride that we originally want to do, our intention today, should be a really, really nice one. So fingers crossed for nice weather. Like I said, if it stays like this, we'll be golden, no problem. So I probably won't do a whole lot of recording, if any, between now and then, and I'll catch up with you once we reach the cafe, unless I see anything exciting. Allan's made a modification to his Rebel 500. He's put underslung mirrors on, which I've never seen before on any bike. I've seen, you know, the standard stalky mirrors like what I've got, and the bar ends. I quite like bar end mirrors, but I've never seen a bike with underslung rear view mirrors before, and I have to say, it looks pretty cool. If we have a look behind him here, I don't know how well you can see them on the GoPro, but yeah, I wasn't too sure when he was telling me about it, but now that I see them in person in action, he might have sold me on them, I think. I don't know if they'd look terribly well on my bike, but on his style of sort of like sporty cruiser motorcycle, I think they look really cool. So as I said, I've invested in a puffer jacket for underneath my motorcycle jacket, and now we're sitting at 100 on a 12 degree day. I can say that it was absolutely a worthwhile investment. I would say it's a duck down puffer jacket. No wonder birds don't give a shit about the cold, because this thing is like an electric blanket. It's crazy how warm it is, and it's so thin. Fits perfectly underneath the motorbike jacket. Doesn't bunch up or feel bulky or anything like that. But it's blocking the wind and the cold like perfectly. Like I don't feel cold at all. And I know that would not be the case without it today. So if you're looking at some undergarments for winter riding, if you can find yourself a duck down puffer jacket, they get the thumbs up from me, definitely. I know I've captured this shot before in my last video, but I just wanted to get a picture of some footage of Allan just riding out into this vast open landscape here. He's thinking about going for his restricted license very soon. He's gotten incredibly confident and capable on the bike since we did that very first ride out to Crow's Nest. Oh gosh, however long ago that was now, a few months back. And he's feeling like it's time, which would be great. Because then he's not sort of bound so much by my availability. He's got to get out on his own. And that's what it's all about. I mean, this is nice, don't get me wrong. We're still going to do plenty of riding together, and riding together was partially the reason for getting the bikes in the first place, but I think there's also something to be said for getting out on your own into, you know, areas like this. Just good for the mind and the soul. So it'd be great that he can experience that, and I've got no doubt whatsoever that he's going to pass this test. He's it's almost frustrating how well he's taken to motorcycling. I've said in the past that was not my experience at all. So I've every faith in him. All right, scenic ride, briefly interrupted by some roadworks, but it doesn't look like we're going to be stopped here very long, which is good. Look at that landscape out there. Gorgeous. We've been going for, what's that say, about just over 30 kilometers at the moment. We've got probably about another 10 kilometers to go before we get to Allera. Rain, no sign of it yet. Good. Good. So far, so good. Anyway, we'll get through this, and then I'll catch you at Allera. Just talking about Allan going for his restricted license shortly. I'm still on my restricted license. I've had my restricted license for 10 years now. And I personally just don't feel any need to try and get off it, you know? Like, I'm sitting here on, you know, my Kawasaki Z650RS, 650cc motorcycle, you know, has plenty of go to it, does everything I want it to do. I've never seen the point of moving up to a litre bike, you know, on roads, on public roads, you know, like the speed limit's the speed limit, isn't it? Like, okay, I guess you could get to 100 quicker than me. I'll meet you there, I suppose. You know what I mean? Like, I don't quite understand the appeal. Personally, that's just me. And I can't ever see myself moving off my restricted license. I'm quite happy to sit on 650cc and that sort of area of learner legal motorcycles. I've never felt like I need any more power or capability than what they provide. Just my opinion. If you have an opinion on that, drop a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. I'm watching all the manufacturers move en masse towards smaller capacity bikes these days. I just think, as the saying goes, you can have a lot more fun riding a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. I think that's absolutely true. Not that I would call this bike a slow bike by any means. It's certainly not a 1000cc bike, but it's got plenty enough for me. All right, we just turned off the highway on the road into Allera. We did hit a little spot of rain there. Nothing too bad though. So if that's the worst that the day's got for us, then we should be in luck, I think. Still quite chilly on the bike though at the moment. My upper torso is nice and snug and warm, but the old riding jeans don't block out the cold very much. And poor old Allan, I don't think he's got any thermals on or anything. I mean, I'm at least thermaled up downstairs, which makes a surprisingly big difference compared to just having the jeans on themselves. But I think Allan's just relying on layers and grit. So I have to see how he's traveling when we pull up, because I can feel in my gloves and on my jeans that it's quite cool in the air today. All right, we're going to try and find somewhere called the Golden Wattle Cafe, which sounds lovely. So we're going to hunt that down. Allan's got it on his Google Maps. Got the quad lock on his handlebars there, so he's our navigator. And we'll catch up with you when we find that. All right. Well, after riding around Allera for about 15 minutes, taking the scenic tour, we finally found our cafe. Hey, thanks for the scenic tour of Allera, man. That was great.
We've seen it all, man.
We've seen like literally every inch of the place. All right, let's go get a cup of tea. Alrighty. Well, after the grand tour of Allera and finally getting our cafe, what an awesome little cafe that was. That was lovely. The Golden Wattle, I think it was called. The Golden Wattle Cafe. If you're ever coming past, highly, highly recommend stopping in. Lovely staff, really nice food. Yeah, that was great. Good little warm-up. Coffees and teas. Allan was saying he is absolutely freezing on the bike. The poor guy. So he's thrown on an extra layer. He's thrown on some thermal gloves underneath his motorcycle gloves, and we're just going to see if that makes any difference. Otherwise we may have to do an altered course for our trip today. But the weather so far is holding out, which is great. So for now, we are keeping on with our primary plan, which is to ride down to Queen Mary Falls. So we're going to go down to a town called Warwick next. We're going to pass through Warwick, turn off the highway there. Wow, look at those potholes. Jesus, whoop, there's another one. And then head out east into the mountains from there. And wind up to Queen Mary Falls. Now, it's been a long time since I've been up there, so I can't remember how gnarly the road gets. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. I wasn't too keen on going up there if it was raining, but given that the rain so far is keeping at bay, we've decided we're going to make a go of it, providing that Allan doesn't freeze to death between here and Warwick. It's about 15 degrees at the moment, we just checked, but obviously it feels a lot colder than that at 100 k's an hour on the bike, especially when you're not wearing any any thermals or puffer vest or anything like that, like Allan is. Oh my god, this road, Jesus! Deteriorated completely there for a second. Looks like he's all right though. So anyway, that's the plan. Wow, what a view! Look at that, beautiful. So Queen Mary Falls is actually sort of like over in that mountain range there somewhere. So it's about an hour's ride from where we're at to get there, but we'll be stopping in at Warwick, or through Warwick, and we'll just check in with Allan and see how he's doing, if he thinks he can continue up to the falls, because obviously it's going to get colder heading up into the mountains than it is now, and if he's freezing now, he's sure as hell going to be a lot more cold up there. Anyway, we'll get on a bit further. I don't really remember a lot. It's been a long time since I've been south of Allera. And I certainly have never ridden south of Allera on the bike before, so I can't really remember what to expect in terms of scenery. A couple of horses. So if I see anything interesting, I shall switch the camera on and let you know. Well, I got this camera on in time to take in this view as we come over the crest of the hill here. Lovely. One of many sort of like just big sweeping country vistas that we get along this highway. It's a really nice highway to ride, actually. Just because, you know, this is kind of the norm as far as views go along here the whole way down to the border. It's actually going to be a lot colder tomorrow, and I've been told there's a very small percentage of a very small percentage chance that it might snow down near the border. He's in a hurry. So yeah, probably not a nice day to be riding tomorrow, especially down there. It's the only place in Queensland, Australia, where it does snow. little town called Stanthorpe down near the border of Queensland and New South Wales. And we're not going quite that far down today, but we're certainly in the ballpark of it. Hence why it's a bit chilly. But a lot less chilly than it's going to be tomorrow by the sounds of things, which is great. Hello. Not sure how well you can see that on the GoPro, but it is pounding down with rain over there, absolutely chucking it down. And that's kind of the direction we're heading in. So maybe I've spoken too soon about the weather. Gosh, I hope we do not have to ride through that. Fingers crossed. Still beautiful views over to the range though. Lovely. But yeah, that looks sort of dangerously in line with where Queen Mary Falls is. Oh well. We won't count our chickens just yet, we're not there. We'll roll on a bit further and see how it looks. Alright, we're just passing a big solar farm here. You can see all the panels laid out. Oh, again, I'm not sure how well you can see that on the GoPro. But it was quite impressive from back up at the top of the hill. See if we can get a better view of it up here somewhere. There it is. I actually thought it was water. Just given that it's reflecting the blue of the sky, but no, it's all solar panels. All right, we've just rolled on into Warwick. We've just pulled over, or Allan pops in our destination, Queen Mary Falls, into the good old Google Maps on his quad lock. Good. All right. Reckons he's doing all right with the cold, so we're going to continue. All right, so we're not going through Warwick into town, but looks of it, we're just going to skirt around the outside, and I'm guessing we head on out this way towards the falls. He's doing well. It can't be easy navigating the trip as well as constantly having to check his rear view mirror to make sure I'm still here, as well as learning to actually ride the bike he's on, you know. So it's a testament to him that he's handling all those things together so well, still learning, you know. Wouldn't be easy at all, I don't think. I know I personally hate riding with people behind me because I'm constantly like looking down at my rear view mirror rather than where I'm going. So a credit to his capabilities, I think. Well, we stopped in Allera, keeping the visor cleaning kit under the seat paid off big time because we were both covered in bugs, in bug carnage. Allan especially. I said it looked like he'd been doing it on purpose. He said, "I'm doing my part." Ah, good old Starship Troopers. If you know, you know. Oh dear. All right, so we're skirting past Warwick now, and we're on our way up to the falls. Alan's given a thumbs up. The extra layers and the thermal gloves sounds like they've helped. So we'll get on what should be a gorgeous scenic route out to the falls. I'm really looking forward to this next little section of the ride. Actually, it should be great. All right, we've left Warwick well and truly behind at this point, and I've just switched the camera on as we've come out into this farmland because we've just got this beautiful view of the range. Look at that, with the windmill going. Clearly a bit of wind today. It does feel a little bit blustery on the bike. Ah, lovely. This is what it's all about. Look at this. Just huge sky out here. Gorgeous. A little bit misty over there in the range. Again, that looks like light rain falling. Hopefully we'll be going a bit further south than where that is. It's been a lovely ride. Like, it's again, it's a bit chilly on the bike, but the actual ride itself has been fantastic, as they always are, you know. Like I said, I'm very lucky, Allan and I both, where we live that it is a lovely gateway to all of these great rides with great scenery. And we've still got a lot more on our list to check out. Like, we're only just scratching the surface of what's around us, so it's going to be a fantastic next 12 months, I anticipate, for sure, on the bike, exploring the region. And I hope you enjoy coming along with us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And come along for the ride. I get the feeling you're going to see quite a few of these shots on this video of us just riding out towards the range, but it's just so gorgeous. All the green crops, green farmland. Allan must be feeling good because he's bombing along at the moment. Very much on a country back road here at the moment. Not the best surface in the world, as you can probably hear from my voice every now and then. But yeah, with views like this, I'm not complaining at all. Fantastic. Alright, I've got a feeling we're going to be spoiled with another great view once we crest this hill here. See what we see when we get over the top here. Oh yes. Oh man. This is what it's all about, isn't it? Oh, we got to turn off. Okay. Gosh, what a beautiful area to ride a motorbike in. Alright, heading this way, Allan. Ooh, this is a narrow road. Alright. Let's see what we can see this way. Gosh, let's look at it. Just open farmland. There's no one around. No one in the rearview mirror. Just Allan and I out here in the middle of nowhere on our bikes. Yellow wildflowers. Beautiful. Alright, we've just turned off that sort of backcountry lane we were on, back out onto the highway again, swinging back towards the range. I think the GPS was just taking us on a little bit of a shortcut. I'm glad it did. That was a very rough but great little road back there. Gorgeous. But now we're back on something a little bit more civilized and heading back out towards the ranges, which are starting to get quite close now. Although it probably doesn't look it on the GoPro. Gosh, I hope there's somewhere I can pull over and get a photo, actually. Like, what a backdrop. Yes, I think we might try and do that if I can find a spot somewhere. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. What a great ride. Riding along just staring. I totally forgot to turn the camera on. What a beautiful part of the world. This is fantastic. Only downside is I haven't found a little shoulder off the highway where I can pull over and get a photo. There's one there, but there's no view there. Every time there's a view, there's no shoulder. That's alright, I'm sure we'll find an opportunity here somewhere. But God, look at that. That's it. Swing us back around where I can see it. I'm running out of words, you know. I feel like I'm just repeating myself now. And believe me, it's a lot more stunning in person. I'm sure the GoPro's making them look very sort of distant and flat, but it is impressive. You'll just have to take my word for it. Wow. Oh man, I mean, I don't know what to say anymore, guys, you know? How many more shots of the same thing can I take and still not get sick of it? And look at this road. Look at this twists and turns we're going to have going through here. Just going to let the camera run as we roll through this valley a little bit. God, it is pretty. Good idea for a ride, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. We've definitely lost a few degrees now. Even I'm feeling a little bit chilly all layered up, so I hope Allan's doing okay. But there's no question it has gotten colder as we get closer and closer to the range here. I'm guessing all the cold air is sort of trapped down low against the base of the mountains. But yeah, starting to feel it in the old hands now. Luckily I've got this to take my mind off it. Alright, so we've just rolled into a little place called Killarney, which is sort of like the gateway up into the ranges and up to the falls. So we're gonna cruise through here. Imagine living here in the shadow of the mountain. That'd be beautiful. Bloody cold though, I imagine, in winter. New South Wales border, yes, we're getting close to that now. And the falls, there we go. Hello doggy, what are you doing? Falls Drive. Killarney Heritage Centre. Oh, another couple of bikes out for a ride, lovely. Very nice. Very few bikes on the road today, I guess because of the temperature and the threat of rain. But we haven't seen very many other riders out. In fact, pretty much everybody at that cafe we stopped at told us that it was a cold day to be out on the bike. And we were like, yes, we know. So I guess all the other bike riders are just a bit wiser than us. But given the views we've just ridden through, I'd argue that they're missing out. My partner has a saying, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing. When you're right, you're right. Here we are, very close to the mountains now. So we're sort of heading on the outskirts of town. Gosh, well, imagine living there and like waking up to this every day. Amazing. We're living in the wrong place, Allan. Hello, horses. This is bound to be another good view over the crest here. Yes. Look at that. So like you've got the low-hanging cloud up there too, covering the top of the mountains. Gorgeous. And again, sadly, nowhere to take a picture. Not to worry, I'm sure there'll be a lookout up here somewhere at the falls for sure. Alright, let's wind it on. Alright, I've been caught out again, just riding along, observing the scenery. Oh, that's a good spot there, Alan. Hang on. There's a good photo up there, buddy. Oh no. Look at that. Wowzers. Yeah. I think we'll have a picture there for sure. My elusive photo. I've been riding that whole way going like, surely there's somewhere I could pull over to take a photo here. Like when we had all that range in the background and stuff, and there was never anywhere. And I was like, come on! And then I rode past this, I was like, oh, oh, oh! Get one of your bike, Alan. Oh. Nice. Very nice. Man, how good was that ride up through here? I said, how good was that ride? Like, just scenic. I don't know how much battery I got left in this camera, but I was shooting a lot of footage.
Yeah, it's really pretty, man.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good.
Good?
My arm's starting to like cramp up.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, Leo, yeah, here's just stretch it out. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Just have a break here for a second if you want. I think we got like, actually that's good, we checked this out. So all these photo spots, yeah. I reckon we want to try and make use of them as we work our way up. Yeah. Like if we pull over, take a picture, ride on, take a picture, like that's kind of what it's all about really. Yeah. Sound good to you? Yeah. Yeah? So if you see a little photo, any of these photo stops, yep. Just pull in, it'll give us a chance to, yeah, rest your arm, yeah. Hop off the bike, have a stretch, take a picture, roll on a bit further. Yep. Nice. Not sure how much battery is left in the old GoPro, but I want to kind of leave it running for most of this ride up through here because I think it's going to be fantastic, and it's just going to be me turning it on and off and on and off pretty constantly as we ascend. So I guess if we get to our first stop, I might switch the battery over so I can just let it run and let you see what we're seeing. Here we go, here's our first photo op. Dags Falls. Interesting name. For our international viewers, a dag is slang for dried poo stuck in the fur of like a sheep or an animal. So, I don't know if the falls are going to be indicative of that or if it was just named after someone called Dags. Oh yes, here we go, into this little lookout spot there. Oh. All right. Let's have a look out here. I was just telling the lovely people watching what a dag is.
What?
What a dag is.
A dag?
A dag. Do you know what a dag is?
Nope.
It's slang for like dried shit that's stuck to the arse of like a sheep or a dog or an animal or a cow or something. Wow. How cool is that? Okay, yep. Alan's going to grab his phone and get a picture. Rightfully so, look at that. Definitely not reminiscent of a dried butt poo, that's for sure. How cool. All right, let's have a closer look at Alan's like mirror setup here. Look at that. So you find that easier, you said, to see behind you?
If you want, you can sit on it, man.
Yeah, let me have a look. Because I can't like kind of figure out in my head. Oh yeah, okay.
This one needs to come up a little bit.
Yeah, it like needs to swing this way a little bit more.
Yeah.
Can you move it, or you have to unscrew it to do that?
You have to unscrew the bolts a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
So that's an at-home thing.
But that one's good though, isn't it? That one's perfect. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like you don't have like a big chunk of your shoulder in the way. Yeah, interesting. I don't know if you can see that in the video, probably not.
For like blind spots too.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can see like to the side of you.
Yep. I was saying I don't think they would suit my bike, but they definitely suit this bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They look good on this bike. How cool. Nice. Well, there you go. Underslung mirrors. I've never seen them before. Have you seen them on another bike before?
Yeah, I saw them on somebody else's.
Oh, that's what gave you the idea? Yeah, right.
I thought it looked really cool.
Yep.
And it actually, I really like the way it is for visibility and stuff. So,
Yeah. You are a specimen of a man, so I can see why, like, tall, broad-shouldered, I can see why it'd be hard with these stalky ones for you. All right, let's push on, eh? Next photo stop. God, that was just the first one. 300 meters on the left into our next little lookout spot. God, it's actually going to be, I think, better coming back down here than going up, because you're going to get all the spectacular views from up and high. See if we can find this photo spot up here. We've got 200 meters on the left, okay? I've got my visor up at the moment, so hopefully that's not giving you too much wind interference. It probably is. It is a bit blustery up here, actually. Oh, this is it here. Okay, wow. It's just not signed. God, look at that. I don't know if there's a photo there or not. I can't tell. Let me get off and have a look. And try not to get myself killed. Wow. Go on then, let's have one. A couple of nice photos there. One of Allan especially was really good. You should nothing coming. All right. Close this visor. Gosh, it is cold up here now. It is proper cold up here. Winding road, next 3 kilometers. I might just let the camera run for a bulk of this, I think. Because this is sort of what we're here for. Oh, a little bit of rain on the visor. And it has just gotten very dark all of a sudden. I might get caught in the wet a little bit up here. Oh gosh, you can smell the rain now. Just a haze, nothing too bad. Alright, we're actually just passing Queen Mary Falls now. They're in there. So we might try and, I don't know how far off the trail or off the road you need to go to see them. They're not just right there on the roadside like the Dags Falls were. But we might have a little pull over there on the way back down and just see if there's a an easy lookout for us to suss out and get at least a glimpse of them, or whether you have to hike a bit further in. I have been here before, it's just been such a long time. My daughter was only teeny tiny when I was here last, I think. So I can't remember. But we'll check it out when we get back on the way down. Just see if we can get a glimpse of them or not. Gosh, I need to probably give you a little bit of a clean off here. Sort of light spitting sort of rain. Ooh, that's a big chunk of road missing there. Jesus. Gosh, I don't have a temperature gauge on my bike. I wish I did. I'd love to know what the temperature is right now. I was just saying to Allan when we stopped before, you could feel it sort of, it's gotten icy in the air now, and it's even more so that we've climbed up even higher. Very cold, even with my thermals and layers and puffers and everything on. I can feel it on my face, how cold it is now. And it looks like we're going to be heading into more rain by the looks of that. Oh goody! Running creek there. Hopefully I got the camera on in time. I'm not sure I did. But we've just ridden through sort of open farmland, and now we're heading into this amazing gum forest. Look at this. Wow. See all the ferns and things in here? Beautiful. We had 5 kilometers to go to the next photo stop at that last photo stop. So we must be coming up on it fairly soon, I'd say. But yeah, with a road like this, I'm in no rush at all. This is fantastic. Look at this. Wildlife. Gosh, it's wet through here. Obviously had some rain through here, I'd say. Give you a little wipe down again. Wow, gorgeous. I'm actually going to open my visor up, which I apologise if you're getting some wind noise from that, but I've got a tinted visor and sunglasses on, and it's very dark under here, under the rain clouds. And I'm afraid my ability to see is more important than your ability to hear me at this particular point in time. Oh, what a gorgeous road. This is amazing. I thought the forest ride up through the Bunya Mountains that we did a couple of weeks back, you can see footage of that on my Instagram, at Jamie Goes Riding. If you're on Instagram, you can go and follow on there and have a look at some of the videos I took on our Bunya Mountains ride. I thought the forest ride up through there was spectacular, but I think this beats it. Oh, lots of red mud on the road here. I'm just going to be a bit careful of it being slippy, because I know that clay-based mud gets incredibly slippery. Wow, we are up in the clouds now. Look at this. We are right up there. Gorgeous, 800 meters. Oh boy, it's chilly up here now. Man, I hope Allan's doing all right. He said the thermal gloves have helped a lot. So there you go. There's a recommendation. Gosh. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to leave that visor up. Bit hard to see with it down. Might have to take my sunglasses off when we stop here, I think. Not sure how much we're going to be able to see on this photo stop with the cloud rolling in. Oh, look at that little wallaby. Don't know if you saw that. Just hanging out on the side of the road. You might see a few of those up here, hopefully. There we go. 300 meters. Wow, total whiteout on that side. It's always beautiful for black and white photos in the mist, so we might be able to get a sneaky one or two of those. Here's our photo op, apparently. I don't know how much photo there is here, to be honest. What a gorgeous ride that was. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take my sunglasses off, I think. I can't see anything with my tinted visor on. I don't know how much of a photo op there is here, really. Not really much of one, is there? Hey? What's that?
Did you see the wallaby?
Yeah, I just caught it before it hopped away. Yeah, I don't know if there's much of a photo there, really. Not compared to what we've seen. That's all right. So next one, Cars Lookout. So that's where we're actually heading to. That's where we'll turn around and go back down. I thought on the way back down, we'll try and pull in at that Queen Mary Falls car park and just see if there's like a lookout for the falls just there, or if you have to hike in.
Go to Cars and then turning around?
Yeah, go to Cars, do a U-turn, we'll ride back down again, pull in at that car park, have a look, and then we'll head on out from there.
Hopefully it's a better photo op.
Yeah, hopefully. With the mist, it'll be interesting to see what we can see, if anything. But yeah, we'll get up there and have a look. Nice. All right. Let me sort out this... oh, hang on. Let me sort out my sunglasses. Because I can't see a goddamn. All right, let me get these sorted out, and I'll catch up with you once I've put them away. And we're heading on up another 700 meters until we get to the end, so it's really just up there somewhere. All right, sunglasses off, and I can see with the visor down now, which is good. Helpful on the back of a motorbike. But the lookout should just be here somewhere. Yeah, here where this car's parked. So I guess we're going to pull over here. Oh, I see. Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll park right there, Alan. I don't know how much we're going to be able to see today. Hello, how you doing?
Can't see zero.
What have you? Well,
At least the tree's cool.
the moss hanging in the, catching the mist. Pretty cool. So it's obviously like this a lot if that grows there like that in that sort of quantity. All right, well that's what we should be able to see, more or less. So there's Wilson's Peak is about there. Mount Tambourine, Mount Maroon, one of the tallest, I think. No, Mount Barney. Mount Barney is the tallest mountain in southeast Queensland.
Yeah, I'll take their word for it.
Yeah. Can't you see it? Look. God, this just pisses me off seeing this, because this would be amazing. Not to worry. The ride up was worth it. What was this?
Read this.
Oh, a Cars Lookout was erected in recognition of former Glengallen Shire Chairman Reg Carr and engineer Dick Phillip, who were responsible for and in memoriam, an awesome task. You're an idiot. Hey, I'm not going to kink shame. Good on them. Living their best life. It must have made a hell of an impression, because I got to look out for it. Oh, here we go. Here's the map. Where are we? Oh, you are here. Oh, I see.
That goes down.
So it just keeps going down to Boona. Okay. Right, so we may as well turn around here then.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, we'll turn around here and we'll pull into that Queen Mary Falls car park, wherever it was, here somewhere. And just see if we can get a view of the falls or not. Sound like a plan? All right. Well done, man. Yeah, another one in the bag. What a cool ride.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Really, really good. Worth braving the cold. Well, there we go. Cars, look out. A memorial to pegging. Looks like it would have been spectacular on a clear day. Being able to see all those mountains through the main range, but never mind, I'm not complaining. The ride out here has been absolutely fantastic. No complaints from me whatsoever. So we're just going to make our way back down now to the car park at the at Queen Mary Falls themselves, and just see if we can sneak in there and get a look at the falls, or whether we have to hike in to see them. Hopefully we get some lovely views on the way down. There's one you can see right out across. Wow, look at that. Oh, you probably can't see it on the GoPro, but you can see way out to the horizon, just under the clouds through there. Lovely. I love it, I love it, I love it. What would I rather be doing right now? Another lovely country valley view. God, just the way the sun is sort of like catching the hills here too. Gorgeous. Man, how cool are motorcycles? Honestly. My grandfather, when he was alive, used to have a saying, I wouldn't be dead for quids. I never really knew what he meant when I was a little boy. But I get it now. Absolutely. Wouldn't be dead for quids. The Cliffs Circuit. Oh, yeah, okay, hang on. Where are we? Oh, yeah, we're here. Okay. And there's a cliff lookout. Righto. And the Queen Mary Falls lookout is just beyond that.
Yeah, it's 450.
Yeah, right. Half a K in motorcycle gear. All right, well, let's start wandering. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
It's good that we don't have to, it's not kilometers away. Like, we can just see it without having to go too far. Oh, it's a nice spot.
Yeah, it is.
All the nicer with you in it, Allan.
Oh.
You see him in the tree, just by himself right there. Yep, that's a nice little perch. Oh yeah, you can hear them now, can't you?
Yeah.
They're just there somewhere.
Lookout, I guess.
Oh yes, I see. Are we like right over the falls maybe? Yeah. Oh yeah, I see there. Can't really see them from here, can you? I reckon we can make it over there, Allan. It's just there.
Another 150 meters.
Yeah, we can do it. Of course we can. We're young and fit and healthy and all that. Yeah. One of us is anyway. Yeah. And the other one can carry me. Nice. But that doesn't look like a lot of water, does it? For how big of a waterfall it is. How have I known you for this long and not known you were scared of heights?
I don't reveal weaknesses.
Have we not gone anywhere high, I guess? Oh, you don't reveal. Just in case. Oh, God. This is okay? Wow. Look, there's the trail. Oh, I mean, not that you want to look down there, but... Oh, cool. How did you see that, Alan? I don't want to disturb it. I can't quite see it, and I'm not going to pull things away to see it. But there's an echidna just there. Hey, lovely. Wow. How the hell did you spot that? Oh my god. Eagle eyes. They don't call me the bald eagle for nothing. All right. Queen Mary Falls in the bag. What a gorgeous ride that was. Really, really good. A little bit cold, a little bit wet, but super duper worth it. Absolutely. We had a great day. So now we've got the long ride home. It's about, just about 2 hours, I think. Just under 2 hours ride back home again. What I'll do is I'll leave you here. Thank you very much for coming along on another ride. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Even half as much as we have. We've had an absolute ball. If you did enjoy the ride, make sure you give the video a like. Subscribe if you want to come along on future rides. And if I see anything interesting between now and home, any nice views or the like, I'll leave you with a little montage of any footage I get between now and then. Thanks again, everyone. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you out there on the next one.